Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are playing, not that you can read it, but Battle Crusher. So we're gonna get right in. We're gonna see if this is even gonna be playable without needing to read anything. So we got a bug, looks like a cockroach, a beetle, a different beetle, almost merfolkian beetle. Alright, we're gonna random select and that one. Alright, partner. We can't pick the partner, so we're just gonna go right into it. So I'm guessing so far looking like it's gonna be a fighting game. I think fighting games on Game Boy don't really work very well. I don't think it quite has the processing and the ability to really do enough frames and everything. To be really an enjoyable game. Kind of what I figured, it's gonna be a little slow. So in order to do things, they've kind of eliminating part of your... Alright, come on, that's some cheese, man. Alright, so the stun for a second, you can't really stun lock because it doesn't seem like you can hit them while they're kind of frozen. Yeah, see, that's not doing anything. Gives them time to be able to get up. That stupid attack is so cheesy. Trying to figure out any other moves, but all I got is the one. Like I said, I don't feel like fighting games are overly suited for Game Boy. Like, I get that people, you know, a lot of people that really enjoy fighting games would like something on, but I think it's such an early time in, like, fighting games in general during the Game Boy era to be... But yeah, like I said, the controls, due to the fact, oh wow, he did something. Trying to figure out, like, I wish I knew more of the... I'm trying every fighting game combo I know of, and the only thing I keep doing is that. He's able to do that, and I haven't figured out any... But the whole, like, stunning constantly kind of thing, where they take a couple damages and then they knock out right there, I think it slows down the actual fighting. Like, you'll be going into something and then they just drop down, you can't do anything. They get back up, and then you do it again, they drop down, they pause. I don't know, like, this one, I mean, it's playable. There's nothing really wrong with it by any means. You know, the game's playable. It's still a little fighting game. If you really have that fighting game craving, and all you got is the Game Boy, I mean, the enemies look interesting enough. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be some decent enough combos around. Hopefully, there's more to it than what I've uncovered at the moment with my character. thrown by tires. I don't know, but. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. It's exactly what you expect. It's a little slow. It's a little clunky. You know, you're not going to get the frame rate for a true fighting game. And I think it's going to affect a little bit of movesets and how you do things. The fact that it does stop and have you stun out a lot kind of really cuts down, like, partially enjoyment. Like, you can't really get in there and, like, you know, combo off or anything, because as soon as you start doing it, you get stunned. And then you can't attack when they do. Damn thing just keeps throwing me constantly. It's like what his attack is or something. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be more moves, but I'm not finding them at all. Wow, that was a combo. That was cool. I like that. It didn't really seem to do anything. Jesus. Like I said, he had the opportunity to win, but because of the stun, even after that big combo and taking all that damage, you can't really actually take advantage of it or capitalize on it, because you get stunned and then you just. I think the other one that we did earlier, the other fighting game, is a much better fighting game than this one, with a little bit more going on. I mean, if you have the urge, then, you know, it'll suit its purpose, I think, for if you really want to have a fighting game. But otherwise, like, I think it really is a pass. It's not nearly as enjoyable as you would like. If it's all you got and you really like fighting, then, you know, I mean, by all means, it's not the worst game. Jesus. We are getting owned by that combo. Yeah, I don't know how to, like, I've been trying so hard to do so many different moves, and I'm not getting anywhere. I mean, it's exactly as you expect on a fighting game for Game Boy. Like I said, a little slow, a little clunky, a little clunky. I mean, it's not bad. It functions what you want. It is definitely a fighting game. You know, there's enough there to be enjoyable, especially if you're really into fighting games. But for the most part, like, I don't see any longevity of the game itself. I feel like a little bit and you're going to be kind of bored of it pretty quickly. I think you're going to get a little frustrated with it. It's probably going to be a lot better if you had a move set in front of you and did a lot of practice, because it is a little unresponsive to a point. So, like, the inputting isn't the best. So I don't know how they have everything set up. I know the fireball is the one that does my fireball, but we didn't try out a whole bunch of guys. It's not enjoyable enough to want to, like, oh, I want to experiment with all these guys. It's pretty basic as far as everything goes. Like, I mean, looks like everybody has 2, maybe 3 moves at most, kind of seems like. I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, he has that one, the spinning. It almost feels like a little bit of few things on from like Street Fighter, where you got the fireball, you got like Blanca's spinning attack. But all in all, it's basic, it's playable. There's nothing glaringly bad about it. It's just not overly great. Like I said, after a while of practice, figuring out the move sets and everything, probably will give it a little bit more enjoyment. But I feel like there's better. Like the other fighting game that we played is just all around better, as is. It looks a little bit better, has a little bit more of a story going on, and a few other things. So I feel like that takes precedence more so over just kind of silly bugs fighting on top of, you know, either other animals or machines. So all in all, pretty basic, not terrible, not great, definitely playable. And if you like fighting games, then, you know, I'm sure it'll hit that itch for you. Otherwise, I think it's definitely going to be a pass, and there's going to be better things to play than that. So with that being said, guys, thanks for joining. Until next time, you guys have a good one.